Okay, I'm adding something to my Notion thing, and hopefully I will be remembering it. So, hello, Sharon. Hey, Wanty's World. Hey. So, thank you so much for the lurk, hon. Thank you, thank you. I just saw you popped in. Thank you so much. So, Wanty is somebody that I played Fortnite with last week. Along with Ryan. That was so much fun. So my buddy Country Guy, who shows up in here every once in a while, he just started live streaming on Twitch, playing Fortnite, pretty much exclusive at this point, and he's already gotten enough followers, like 50. You only have to get 50, but he's already gotten enough followers to get affiliate. So I'm so proud of him. Welcome in to all the people. I am going to do idea fix the pre-show, the vertical pre-show, because it is not working. So I took off. So if you're watching on the vertical, which is on YouTube vertical, yeah, basically in the shorts feed, you may have seen me wander off and come back because I went and got coffee. And it wasn't showing right. It's like it was supposed to be this other page and it didn't do it. It's like, I don't know. My vertical pre-show didn't work. I'm going to click on the button and see if it does it. Yeah, that's not the page it's supposed to be. Oh, and here comes the Todd. So, hey. Vertical. Let me finish typing that in. Fix vertical pre-show. So when it says that's in the chat, it automatically goes into my Notion database that has things that I need to get done. Okay, let's just put it that way. So, how is everybody doing? I need, Mary says meow Todd. Maureen says meow Todd. Okay, I can close that one because I have it over here. I have all my chats. I've got way too much chatty chat. So much chatty goodness. So much chatty goodness. Melissa Klepser, hello from the halibut fishing. And that's not working. Why is that one not working? Do I not have it turned on? I guess I didn't have it turned on. Let me try it again. Except now it's gone. Jennifer says, okay, I thought mine wasn't working. So Jennifer is, where are you at, honey? There's folks in both of the chats. There are folks in vertical and horizontal, and I'm going to get myself confused. And there's folks over on, yeah, Mary just shouted out Country Guy over on the Twitch. Yeah. Anyhow. And let me copy that, and I'm going to go ahead and share it to you guys because he is actually a lot of fun. Well, I can't. Why can't I copy this? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyhow. We have Jennifer, Jenny G, Linda Littlepage, Maureen Pryor, Terry, Sharon, Jennifer Bierce. Miss D is working today and at school, and bonus Debbie J. I'm just looking, and it looks like everybody is saying hello. Mary's saying hello to everybody. Deirdre is in the house. There's a few names that I don't recognize, or at least don't recognize in this context. So welcome in, and thank you so much. Oh my God, Ryan! Oh no, that's Mary. Oh, that's a Torkin potato. That's one of his things. Hey, Miss Danielle Vegas over on the Twitch. Yay. Coffee, yes. So I had to go over and get coffee. Janice says this is her first time catching me live. Okay, guys, don't harass her. We want her to come back. We have fun. They're not going to harass you. Terry says hi to Miss Maureen. Melissa says, not bad at all, Dee. We picked up one string and set another, and now they have to clean what they caught. So she's been catching lots of fish. Miss Melissa is up in Alaska. Maureen says, Janice, welcome. It's crazy here, but you'll get used to it. And I'm finally getting down to what I saw right when I sat down, and that was Miss Rhonda saying, hey, hey, girlfriend. Danielle is over in Idaho. Linda is saying, that's awesome. Probably talking about the fish. I want some of the fish. Good grief. Who just... Was that Ryan? Ryan! So Ryan is live, but he's going to be lurking over here and doing things like the gnome. Okay. Meow from Miss Mary, meow from Todd. For you guys that are new, that is a thing. My husband and I, we had cats that passed away within like the last, I think it's been over a year now, but it seems like yesterday. Anyway, they're so cute. And kind of when you have kitties, you know what happens? You kind of start talking to them. But no, me and Todd actually meow at each other. Yeah. Thanks for all the poop all over the place, Miss Ruth. Oh, Ruth, type into the chat, ! Dad joke. All one word. Do it. I dare you. Nomi poots for the homie. Thank you so much. You guys are nuts. Miss Mary did a check-in. Miss Mary did Sully. Okay, did you see it? Okay, I can't even read it now. Now I have to pull it back up. So Miss Mary's check-in kind of covered up the line across the screen that's not on vertical. It's only on horizontal at this point, which we have dad jokes. Susan says, put lots of kitty highs across the screen. Hi, everyone coming in, and bye, Todd. Because we know you're going to go. Rhonda says, one more week and I see you. I know, right? So I'm flying out a week from Friday. So I will be there. I'm going to get there too late to do the Creative Professionals dinner, which sucks. But yeah, I will be there in time for the first day of the show. Yeah. Yeah, it is in the chat, Miss Susan. So I'm still scrolling down. Like I just got to this point. Those are twerking potatoes. I'm going to Twitch if it's horizontal. I don't really like vertical. So Melissa, it is in the chat, in the description, there should be a link to the YouTube horizontal. So you can do both. You can go to Twitch, you can do YouTube horizontal, and I've also got YouTube vertical for folks that are on their phone. Mary says hi to Miss Rhonda. Okay, Janice says, I am on YouTube. What is vertical and horizontal? YouTube now lets you go live doing a horizontal like your TV or vertical like your phone. So they'll let you do both at the same time. So right now I've got both streams going so that the folks that are on their phone and just scrolling through their shorts feed or whatever, they can see it and say, hey, these people are nuts. I think I want to go say hi. So they can come over here and hang out with us too. So you can watch on either one, whatever is your preference. And right now I'm only doing this on Tuesday night lives. I'm not doing it on my Thursday Twitch streams at this point, but it may change. Who knows, as things get better. Because I've been trying to do this for a while and I had tech issues, and now the tech issues seem to be mostly gone. So whichever way you want to do it, do it. Personally, I like watching all of my videos horizontal. If I am on my phone, I turn my phone and I watch horizontal. But I know that there are some folks that don't. So I want to make it available for both pieces, for both parts. I'm going to take that one to live. Make sure you have live chat on so that you can see all the things that are happening. And then we have... Susan says, oh, thanks. Coffee for us, Todd? Okay, welcome in, Miss Norma's Creation. Yes. And then the crafty visage, Miss Dawn says, well, look who's live. And then we have Country Guy saying, Debbie! I'm like within 5 minutes down the chat. I'm actually reading through it this time. Janice, you are in the horizontal feed, so she is streaming in vertical position. I'm actually in both, and both of the chats show up here, but if Linda's telling you that, it probably means that you're in the horizontal one, Janice, because she can see your chat message in her chat part, if that makes sense. Ready for the fun. Cynthia's first time here. Welcome, welcome. And I don't know why Maureen says too late. What's too late? That you're going to drive people away and scare them off? There's all the poops from Ms. Ruth. So when you type in an emoji into the chat, it goes across the screen, so you get to see that. Hello to Miss Sharon Lyons. Welcome, welcome. Okay, now I'm finally down to where Ruth said dad joke. And here's the dad joke. Oh, that's where you redeemed your points. Where's the joke? Oh, why was the broom late? It swept in. Okay, anyway. Linda says, Debbie, you know we love you. I love you too, guys. Sharon says, always feels like yesterday once you lose a... Yes. Yes. Actually, phone. That's my fur baby. Still on. Yeah, I have not changed that. Cynthia says, just recently pulled out my paper crafting supplies from 15 years ago, trying to get back into my hobby again. Fabulous. Well, one thing I want to tell you about, and I think I'm going to start, I have so many projects I want to start working on to make them better. Anyway, we have a Discord server. Somebody type in !Discord. If you want me to share your projects on the stream, meaning I want to see what you make, everybody in the chat wants to see what you make, join our Discord server and then head over to the stream showcase. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up real quick. We will be reviewing the whole thing later. Let me go ahead and do that though real quick. I don't want to look at Fortnite. Announcement says that I am live. Yay, stream showcase. Okay, so let's take a look at that real quick. If I can find the thing. Where's the right one? Not that one, not that one. There we go. So this is our stream showcase. So this column over here has all the different things you can do, and I really need to clean it up and reorganize it again. But under community, there's one that says stream showcase, and then you can post your pictures of the cards that you've made. And Kelly and Ruth have both done a bunch of things, and we will look at them more closely. Here's some of the ones from last week. And I did find this one, Ruth, it was actually a Simon Hurley one, but the embossing folder you used may have been a bigger one, but it was a Simon Hurley one that I used because it was the little one. But yeah, so much fun, so many fun things over there, and you guys over on the vertical can't see it. How do we add a joke? Because I hadn't told you that yet. So you can request a dad joke to pop up on the screen, and it scrolls across, and that is !dad joke, like this. Why is the computer sit in the corner? It had too many windows open. Hey, Miss Bethany, if you want to add one of your own, now it's not going to add it into the database that this is pulling from. Okay, it's not going to put it into the file. It's going to put it into a Notion database for me to review. Family friendly, right? It's going to put it into a file for me to review and then add to the pool that it can pull from. And that is !add joke. Hey, Miss Jean, why did you say morning? Linda has a question. What's your question, Miss Linda? I'm going to scroll down and catch. Okay, I don't think some of the things are working on. Why are they not working over there? Do I not have that turned on to vertical? I do apologize, guys. I did turn a bunch of stuff off because I didn't think I turned that off. I did turn a bunch of things off because of okay, visual effects are on because I was doing a live stream for the summit this weekend, and I didn't want weird stuff to happen. So I turned off some of the things, not everything. Okay, now I'm going to find the question. Norma says, I can't see all the comments. Okay, that is a good question. I'm going to look and see. I'm trying to scroll back up, but it looks like it's not going to let me go up that far. So the thing is, no, I did not already make a card. It's 5:30. Of course, I didn't even get started. So when I stream, I prefer horizontal, but I think the algorithm prefers vertical. Well, vertical also goes to the short speed, and a lot of people are watching shorts, which means that I do get well over 100 views on there within the first couple of hours, if that much. I can't find where to change on YouTube. Change to YouTube. It should be in the description of that video. If not, go to my live page, which is going to be, let me see if I can type it into a chat that's going to actually go everywhere. I have to look at that on my phone and see. Is that Todd back there? Yes. Okay, I am going to give you to the streams page. And this should post it to all of them. So if you go to that link, it should take you to my live stream page on YouTube, and then you can pick which one you want to go to, because we've got 2 live streams that are loud. Mary wasn't listening. It's exclamation point add. ADD joke. All one word. Okay. Okay. Did I miss anything? I'm sure that I did. I mean, there were so many comments coming, so many things coming through that I missed it. We're about to, well, we've got a minute and a half before we go to a ad over on Twitch. I'm still trying to see if I've got anything. Go to the tab that says live and then select the second live. I've also got a, there should be a thumbnail for each. One's a horizontal thumbnail and one's a vertical. The vertical one is the one that's the vertical live stream. Okay, so Mary said, I did that, so I'm good, which means now I have to look. Because I don't have anything in that database at this point. I did a test to make sure it was connected, and that's all I've done on it. So I'm going to take a look and see if there's anything there, because, of course, I have to test the things and make sure. And the only way that I can actually check it, oh, God. So I did one saying, testing this thing. So since then, Ruth's added one and Mary's added one. So Ruth says, I have 3 darts and a map. I say to my wife, throw them, and wherever it lands, we'll spend our vacation. Turns out we will spend 3 weeks behind the fridge. Okay, and Mary's, again, apparently one from Ruth, because it says Ruth. I'm friends with 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Okay, so the adding the jokes is working. Okay, hey Melissa, welcome to the sideways stream. Yes, we're sideways, we're not vertical. That is awesome. Yes, Mary only listens when I say she's getting a card. I've noticed that. Okay. Anything else I missed? And then I have to decide, what am I playing with? Because I haven't actually, I think I know what I want to play with. I think I do. And I think I actually pulled it out, but did I put it away? Because I've got a habit of doing that. Yeah. Jennifer says, I thought this was a crafty session. Did I log into the wrong place? We will be doing some crafting. Eventually. Todd says, we do a lot of talking first. Hey, Miss Norma, welcome, welcome. So did I put it in here? Oh, yes, we're going to play with Mr. Simon Hurley. How about that? So I've got this in. I've got some other stuff that I ordered. Yeah. You will see it. I did it. I did it, guys. I ordered his new sprays. So that is going to be coming. I think I got an email thing today saying that they are add quote Ruth ADD You did it once. Of course, you're probably ADD. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I did another card today also. I'm actually in the process of editing that video like right before the 4:30 members only live stream. So like 2 minutes till is when I rearranged my stuff so that I could start working on this instead of working on this. So this card is going to be a video that should be coming out sometime tomorrow. Oh my God, you guys are adding quotes. Mary only listens when you say she's getting a card. So we do have quotes. We do have lots of things that we can do and play in here, guys, by the way. And one of the things on my to-do list is to actually get you guys a decent commands list, because yeah. Okay, I don't understand this one, but it says, Linda was saying, where are your sale and personal craft in your store? So that's one of the things I want to work on. I don't have an actual store. Yes, you need a cheat sheet. Absolutely. So one of my plans is to put D-stash and cards in my shop. Right now I've got a couple of digis up, but that's it. And mostly it's because I've spent so much time over the last few years doing tons and tons and tons of videos. So you can find that at shop.debbiejscraftingcorner.com. Like I said, there's only a couple of things in there, but it's one of those things, I start working on it and then I get distracted because I got other things that I have to get done, and then I don't get back to it. So yeah. Anywho, let's switch the camera down. Lots of butterflies across the top. Who did that? I just got Simon's butterfly dies. I need to play with them soon. Yes, I've got some other stuff coming in. It's just one of those things that mail has been weird lately. Maureen, I live in a squirrel moment. Oh, something we were going to check is how to clip on YouTube, because we tried to do it during the members only stream and it didn't work. So I'm going to pull up the live. I'm going to pull up the live and see if the clip thing is still there, because it was. So I'm going to youtube.debbiejscraftingcorner.livestreams, and I think I'm going to show y'all this for when you have the question again. Hello, Miss Linda Gorman. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, honey? Okay, so that does not look right. I'm looking at vertical, by the way, guys. So things just don't seem like they are connected. That page, and I want, where's my vertical sources? Do I not have that pulled up? No, there we go. This needs to come down here so I can see it. There we go. So on this page, we've got the vertical. This one's the vertical one. Also, I've added a little stoplight at the beginning of the title if I am doing a vertical live there, okay, so that we can tell the difference. And then we've got this one that is just regular. So it's got a horizontal. Yes, you need those sprays. It's got the horizontal thumbnail, okay. So I'm going to click on this one, and there's going to be our live, and it's going to do the inception thing. And here it has clip. It didn't show it before. You see here? Right here? So the clip thing was not... Oh, it'll only let it go after that. So this is something we were having trouble with in the last... discard the clip. Yeah, skip. I'm going to pause so we don't get anything weird on there. But here down at the bottom, it says clip. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Why do I have two of them? I do have two of them up. Okay. So if we go, to here with a little scissors and you hit clip, it'll let you clip up to 60 seconds of the stream. So it is available. Yay. That's something I was wanting to check on. And I want to turn that off. How do I do that? That's not what I want. That. There we go. Okay. So anyway, what is the stamp I'm going to be using? Your Tube Buddy is there. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to look at it. This stamp set is called Heartfelt Blooms. I need to check something though, because I'll get in trouble if I did it wrong. Cover that up. I'm pretty sure that this is one of the ones that were released like this last week, because I think I saw other people using it already. I don't want to ever show stuff or start using stuff before it's available. If you want to join us on the Discord, that has been added into the chat for you. Go ahead and click on that. Susan, because it's Simon Hurley. Yeah. Okay, so Jean Morin says, because it's Simon Hurley, Micah, don't ask me as I don't do sprays. I'm going to see what the question was. Okay. Well, Susan, she did say, for those of us who have no clue, what makes Simon's sprays so desirable? Number one, it's Simon Hurley. And it's going to be in a spray form instead of the paste. So it's basically the same stuff as his his solar paste. Those are the white ones that have got that little bit of shimmer. So that is going to look fabulous on dark cardstock. And you can do it. I'm probably going to try it out on lighter cardstock too, but I love those pastes on dark cardstock. Oh God.
Creations 11 asked me, will Debbie J get a card made before her stream ends? Will Dawn stream tonight and do art Yahtzee? Well, Debbie J better hustle if they want to finish that card before the stream wraps up. As for Dawn, who knows if they'll stream tonight with that art Yahtzee. It's all in the roll of the dice, ain't it?
Art Yahtzee, roll of the dice. Okay, I am going to double check my email from Spellbinders though, because I got this from Spellbinders. So I want to make sure that it was supposed to be one of the ones that's out now. Okay, collection launches on the 21st. I am good. I am good. Yeah. Stay. So this has got some pretty flowers. And one thing that Simon did with these, I'm all set for a while. Are they the same as, I have no idea. I have not gotten Lindy's Magicals. Let me show you his paste though. Because if I remember right, Lindy's Magicals, from what I've heard, where did I put them? I basically moved stuff around so that I had more space. So with Simon's solar paste, he's got lunar paste that have got really nice big bold colors, okay? And yes, I do have them all. So this one is his lunar paste, and the way it looks when it's dry is this, okay? Gorgeous. This one is Love Struck. So he's got basically all of his colors. These, you can notice already, they look completely different. All of the jars for the lunar paste, you can tell what color they are basically because the color in the jar is exactly what you get, okay? They come out like that. This is a lot different. It's basically in a lighter color of a substrate, but it's got this mica color shifting sheen to it. And then when you put them on dark, this is kind of what they look like, okay? So they're both kind of looking white. Hey, Miss Alessa, welcome, welcome. So they're both kind of white, but you can see the color. So this one is Cross My Heart. It's a pretty pink. And this one is Golden Hour, which is a pretty gold, okay? And then when you put them on dark cardstock, let me show you on both of those. Because basically what we're going to have is instead of smearing them on with paste, you'll be able to spray the same colors down onto whatever kind of color. Solar paste is more translucent than lunar paste, absolutely. I think it's kind of where it's so subtle. It's so subtle. So let's do, bye honey, are you going? Yeah. The Todd is leaving the house. We have the house all to ourselves now. So you can see with this one is Guppy. Both of these, they basically look the same on both sides. This one is the lunar paste, all right? Let me get out a paper towel. Mary says, meow, meow, Todd. Susan says, bye, Todd. Bethany says, bye, Todd. Okay, so now we're going to look at Cross My Heart. And the AC is blowing my paper around. Okay, we're going to look at Cross My Heart. Looks white or looks off-white. Garbage can over there. I was getting the little extra things off of me. And right here, it looks pretty much white, right? On white. Tilted in the light, you've got a little bit of a pinkish sheen to it, okay? But, put it over here. I'm actually going to do it a little bit thin so you can see the color better, and it's going to dry pretty quick. It's still got that pink sheen, and I need to have it look better. Anyway, so yeah, it's got a completely different look. Let me get my heat tool for that part. I'm not going to sit here and dry the solar paste. It's too thick. So you can already see that the whiteness is going away. Okay, so Linda was asking, is the spray cheaper than the paste? I'm not sure because I got the collection. But to be honest, they're not all that expensive. Let me pull up the Ranger site real quick. Also, there should be a link down below to Ranger. That's an affiliate link for me. So whenever you use one of my links, it definitely helps to support my channel and help me keep this going. Okay, so doesn't really take that long to dry, and it's so pretty. Okay, and these are both the exact same color. You saw me take it out of the same jar. It's the same thing. Hey, Miss Lynn. Wait a minute. Where do I know Miss Lynn Kaufman from? Your name and your face look familiar. You have to tell me. You may have been somebody from the summit, but I'm going to ask. If you're new here and you haven't been in one of my live streams before, go ahead and type in where you know us from, how you found us. Was it from Twitch? Was it from YouTube Vertical? Was it from one of the summits? We all want to know where you came from and why you decided to come and hang out with us crazy people. You live in Milwaukee. Fabulous. So everybody welcome Lynn. So then in interference ink, but in paste form. It's also still different from the interference inks. Where did I put my panels from that? Because I had, where I was kind of, you're asking me questions, guys. I don't understand. I had actually done, it is kind of, sort of. It is kind of, sort of, but it's not, if that makes sense. It's hard. And one thing when you're looking at pastes in general, the texture of them, a lot of it is so that you can add that little bit of dimension. I'm going to give you a sneak peek at something I made with Simon Hurley lunar paste. Now, the reason I'm saying it's a sneak peek is I don't actually know if you're going to see it other than at Creativation, which y'all aren't going to. I'm going to Creativation, and one thing that we're doing is we're doing an art project, different creative professionals, and this is the one that I've done. So this here is I've got blue cards on wood. I don't do things on wood, right? Blue cardstock, but then I did Simon Hurley paste over the top. This is Simon Hurley Lunar Paste, and it's got that texture. You can see the texture. You can hear the texture. Yes. So it's got a texture to it, and I love texture. We love to make it, and you can basically do any kind of texture you want with it. The interference inks are all going to be flat. This one, even that, you can still feel the texture. It feels even smoother than this part here, okay? So even that has a texture to it. You can water it down so that it doesn't do that, which is basically what I feel that they did with the sprays, that they probably watered them down to put them in spray form, a lot like what they've done with Tim Holtz stuff. So Tim Holtz has got a wide range of colors, a wide range of products. A lot of them are the same color, but a different medium to work with. And they're all made by Ranger. Simon Hurley does all of his stuff through Ranger. So it makes sense that they would basically be doing something like that. Okay? I'm going to move these out of the way. And I think I still have some white cardstock I can play with tonight. Okay. That is so cool. My son would love that. Well, we're going to Seattle. That's the thing. Creativation is in Seattle, Washington. And of course, there's the whole thing about fish there. So it's going to be a big art project where all of us are doing a couple of fish. I still have to decide what I'm going to do on my other fish. Oh, that reminds me. I think I was supposed to. I'll do that later. Yeah, Lynn's last name is familiar, isn't it? Okay, I think I need to. I have to do an email thing. I'm sorry, guys. Because I think I was supposed to say how many fish I was doing on a spreadsheet, and I never did do the thing. It's like, I forgot. And I think it was supposed to have been done yesterday. I've got a lot of emails from folks that just joined my email list from the summit, and I need to reply back to all of those. I got a few of them done, but I still got a ton left to go. So don't know if it's under fish. Project update. Maybe it's from there. Okay, there's that one. So I need to put in there that I'm doing 2. And I should measure this because I don't remember how big the fish is. I think it's a 12-inch fish. And I was fortunate. There's another creative professional. Yeah, that's 11 inches. So 11 inches, and I'm doing 1 to 2 because if I don't have time, I may not do another one, but I'm planning on doing another one. So, and just looking at all of these, pretty much everybody else is doing the same thing. Go fish. Your Twitch keeps freezing. Yay! Sue's just ordered some lights. Lisa, you are about 2 hours from Seattle. Well, while I'm up there, if we might be able to meet for lunch in Seattle, but it's kind of where I'm going to be, like right there at the convention center. I have to remember which one it was, but if you're interested in get together for lunch, let me know. Jennifer, where are you going? Gotta leave dinner time. Well, we will have the replay up, so feel free to come back and hang out with us anytime. I also go live on Thursdays at noon, and next week I think I'm going to do 2 lives on Tuesday because we have the first of the month, and that is clubs. And we're also going to be getting together with Miss Elizabeth. So now y'all are posting fish all over the place. Yay! Awesome, Lynn. That's fabulous. I think I need to change this, though, because every time I pull it up, it goes over my face. Okay, so his sprays don't... Sprays don't do what? I think I explained things, but I don't know what the thing was. Oh, I love this. Apparently, Ruth is trying to do the pyramid. I do have a pyramid thing in there, but y'all can never do it. So the way that the pyramid works is where you put emojis in. You put 1 in one line, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, and you're basically making a pyramid. But yeah, it's not, you're not going to be able to finish it because the chat is too busy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start stamping, I think. One thing that I have seen with this stamp set, and I haven't used it yet, just got it. I think this came in yesterday. Is Simon, not only does he have the outline, so you can color all the things, but we've also got, hey, Miss Gloria, welcome in, Glow. But he's also got these pieces that will stamp into them to do the color. People are trying to let her do a pyramid. Maureen stopped it. I think you actually have to go as far as like 5 total, but I think I have it set for 3. It'll be funny if you ever get one. So anyway, this is very pretty. So this piece here adds color for this one. This one is for this one, and this one is for this one. This one here doesn't have it. Okay, but these are all very, very lovely, and I have not played with them at all yet, so I have no idea what I want to do. So what does that mean? That means just take out your stamp platform and just start stamping. If you don't have a plan, just play. Actually, I kind of have a plan. That would be cool. That one's pretty. Okay, I'm going to stamp some of the larger ones first. Ruth is still trying to get that pyramid going. I'm surprised that Mary hasn't said something and decided she was going to stop her. She's up to 4 fish. She going to make it? No. Wait, did Debbie say she has? I kind of have an idea, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. First, I actually want to try to do the layering, stamping to see how easy it is. And there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can either do the lines first and then the color, or you're going back to your kind of corner, or you can do the color portion and then add the lines. I'm going to try it with the lines first. See how that does. So we've got 3 of them there. And got my anti-static powder tool because guess what? I'm gonna, excuse me. Ruth, you did it to yourself. Yes, you did. Oh, I'm going to do some heat embossing over my ink. Now, I'm using WOW embossing powder, and with WOW embossing powder, you don't always have to use an embossing tool, so if you forget, you're usually covered. I'm going to try to start making sure I'm using it. Susan says, you're messing up my greetings to people, Ruth. But you also don't have to use the ones that color it in. You can just do your regular stamping. Mary's crying over there. God. Regular stamping and coloring in. And this is the first time I've used these. So we're going to double stamp. One reason why I love my Misty. Okay, those look pretty good. Hey, Miss Elizabeth. Elizabeth broke it. Oh. Sorry, Ruth. Elizabeth broke it. You didn't make it. Oh, will I do what? No, she didn't do it because Elizabeth said hello. Oh, that is too fun. Hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, have you made a rocker card? Oh, what did I break? Ruth was trying to do a pyramid in the chat, and you busted it right in the middle. So funny. Poor Ruth. Oh, it shouldn't. I know I have it turned on. Well, it might, because I've got it turned on in StreamerBot. What was that powder? This powder is embossing powder. This powder, where's my other powder? Because I had the thing. moving things out of the way. So I did have a little bag out here that now, of course, I've lost it. But yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Ardith, in the summit, she did a rocker card. So what did I have to do for Thursday night's live? Thursday Twitch live at noon. I made a rocker card. So I'm thinking we should do a rocker card. So I wanted to see what you thought. I mean, I did use a die. We were saying we were going to try to do them without a die, but the thing is, everybody's got a circle. Everybody's got a circle die, or they can use like a plate or something to make the circle. Susie's saying, rocker card, rocker card. And yes, I do plan on going back through a bunch of the videos, a bunch of the presentations from the summit, and there we go. And using them for inspiration to create some cards and stuff with you guys. Okay, Elizabeth, it is super easy. You just need a circle die and then whatever you want to use. I did, I put Simon Hurley's Silly Goose on there. It was so cute. And I can't show it to you because I already gave it away. So yes, it's already gone out in the mail. I was good last week. I actually got all my stuff out in the mail. All the things. What is the face palms for? Forget the pyramid. Here's a blob of laughing faces. Oh yeah, I plan on doing that too. Absolutely. Like I said, there is a lot of fun things. And Erin is always making cool, she's always making cool fun folds. I just don't make a lot of fun folds. Part of it is just I get playing with the products and making something with the products, and then I just stop when I get as far as the A2 size card. You just done it. I know. I love Erin, and I can't wait to see her. I'm going to get to see her in like a week. So when you guys saw Rhonda was in the chat earlier, she may still be here. Rhonda actually is going to be helping put this over there. She's going to be helping Erin record and stuff. So yeah. So if you want to see her at any point, check out her videos. So at Creativation last year, I need a stamp cleaner. There we go. At Creativation last year, you did get to see Rhonda a few times when Erin was holding the camera, and I think she was actually in a couple of mine. Terry Cooper and those potatoes. Hi, Miss Antique. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Terry Cooper. Is Ryan winning? Because I know y'all are over there playing with him. Okay, so we've got 3 of the flowers. And I'm going to go ahead and try out the coloring pieces. It looks like I got ink all over my finger. Anyway. And this one little piece right here that is not shiny, I need to still heat it up. Apparently I missed it. It's one of the good things with doing colored ink. In this case, the color is black. But doing that is that the powder makes it look lighter, and then when you heat it up and melt that plastic, it goes dark again. Not doing too bad. Still got 6 players left. Okay, cool. And if I didn't have a video I need to finish editing, I would say I would go over and play with him later, but I'm not going to be able to. I already know I'm not going to have time. So we're going to just lay this on top. And I think that looks pretty good. I'll find out. You can't see her. Who can't you see, honey? Dawn? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, where is ECR? She was in here. She said hello. Oh, maybe she's in the other chat. Is she in the other chat? Elizabeth is, I think she's on, are you on the vertical? Okay, Elizabeth, are you on the vertical one or are you on the horizontal? Because we've got two live streams going. And looks like she's in the vertical. Okay, so if you go to my streams page, you should be able to see both of the lives. Let me switch that camera real quick, and then you can go over to the other one. So we've got a vertical live and we've got a horizontal live. So here's a vertical. This is where we were earlier. So we've got the vertical one here and we've got the horizontal one here. And if you just go over to the horizontal one, then they'll be able to talk with you more. You should be, guys, you should also be able to see the messages across the top, but it does go by pretty quick sometimes. Okay, Gloria has a good question. Do the stamps just stick to acrylic or do they have tape type back on them? These are photopolymer stamps. Whenever you're using a clear stamp, they are sticky. Okay, so they do stick to the lid. Just like if you have these type, you're going to want to use an acrylic block. Okay, you don't see any of the messages across the top because I don't have it on the vertical. So I think this is actually the live stream link. I'm going to just copy and paste it into the chat for you, Miss Elizabeth, if you want to come and join us over on the horizontal, because it's going to be the better way to go. Yep. If you're on your phone, that's probably why. I do have this. This is available for... I have to check that out. KB Fibers! Thank you for the raid. I have to remind myself to change that because that is the sound that YouTube does not like me to use, and then they wind up mute. I think actually Twitch mutes it too, so they may both mute that one. But thank you so much for the raid. So we've just got in 17 new folks over on Twitch. Thank you so much for popping in, guys. This is kind of a crazy place to be, by the way. I am creating, I am crafting, but yeah, I'm nuts, and so is everybody that's in my stream, and I love all of y'all, but y'all are nuts. KB Fibers check-in. I think it's a CK, CHECKIN. So it would. There we go. Yay! Thank you. All right, let me grab another one. I need to clean these better. Kathy made it to the vertical. Yay! No, you mean you made it from the vertical to the horizontal. You are now in the horizontal, Kathy. Welcome in. Okay, I'm looking at this because each of these little triangle, they're basically triangle shape. They're going to have, we are all mad here. I love that, Terry Cooper. So two sides are going to be a little bit different than the third. So it's going to be, okay, so Crafty Visage, yes, what Ruth said, they cling to the block or stamp platform. Absolutely. They are a little sticky and they can stick to the acrylic block or the lid of the platform. That means they can stop being sticky, but you have to clean them well. If you don't clean them, then they're not going to do well. And I do love all of my cling stamps. I mean, they don't take up nearly as much room as my old block stamps. And believe it or not, I started stamping with the block stamps, the wooden block stamps, about the time that people were talking about, hey, you should just put that on cling foam. So I took a big portion of what I had at the time off of the acrylic blocks, off of the wooden blocks, and put them on like regular foam and tried to do something to be able to put them in here. And it worked a bit, but I never use them. I still even kept all of the blocks so I could put them back on if I wanted to, but I never did. Okay, so we've got these. Now, one of the reasons that I've got the black ink with the heat embossing is so that when I stamp over it, the black ink is still going to be bold, okay? So I don't have to re-stamp it. So what color flowers do we want? No, Mary, I'm not going to do purple first because that's what you say every time. I do have some orange. I do have some yellow. That would be pretty. I could do some orange and yellow. And I'm going to grab out a couple of blending brushes too. Could do it with the pouchers as well. So I have to decide. Bethany says, okay, and now we've got Terry Cooper starting a Tangia dungeon. So right over here, we have a Tangia dungeon. If you'd like to join her, exclamation point, join, you don't have to do anything. Well, that's what I've got. Both colors, Ruth. How about a gradient? Then you don't have to decide. That is exactly why I've got both. Actually, let's do... I'm going to go over the whole thing on all of these with yellow to start off with. So this one is slippery when wet. This will also tell me whether or not I've got everything lined up straight. And I'm going to say this is going to be straight enough, because these can be kind of a watercolory look. Okay, needs more ink. I did not condition my stamps. I'm sorry, guys. One way to condition your stamps is to use some Versamark ink or embossing ink. That orc was killed pretty fast. I'm looking to see who said hi. Kelly! Yay! Kelly, I sent you a friend request on Discord and you haven't answered it yet. Even though I did see that you posted a bunch of pictures. Okay, so it does cover pretty good. I do need more ink though, because it's not everywhere. And I kind of want the yellow to be around the outside and orange around the inside. So I am starting off, like I said, with the yellow. So it's going to be lighter on the outside. This would help if I had actually conditioned the stamp. It would have worked better. Okay, so those look pretty good. Now I'm going to come in with some of the orange, but I want to get mostly in the centers. Yay, thank you, ma'am. Now another way you could apply this is you could put the ink on there and then just wipe the edges so you don't have it quite so much. Ruth says, I lied a few times ago, was killed by a rock slide, so an orc was a step up this time. Another thing I think I'm going to try out again, it's been a while, is using markers on my stamps. That'll be great for y'all to see. For folks that don't have a lot of inks, you can still use markers on them. Okay, so we've got a little bit of orange in there. I'm going to put more on there and try to just do it with the stamp pad. Also depends on which type of ink pad that you're using as to how the ink goes down. A felt pad like these basically have to kind of scrub it on there. Water-based markers, yes, absolutely. I haven't tried it with alcohol markers, but my thought is that the alcohol would probably dry too fast, and I wouldn't want it to damage my stamps in any way. So if you're going to try something like that, if you're wanting to experiment and see how something works, go for it. But I would say use something, like if you're going to do it on a stamp, use it on a stamp that you don't really care that much about. Okay. I'm thinking these kind of look tiger lily-ish. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it might wind up ruining the stamp. That's what I was thinking. But if it's a stamp you don't care about, that would be the only time I would say would be. Ryan! And he placed it right beside my face. That gnome is stinky. Stinky gnome. Okay. Whew. But yeah, I think that turned out pretty. I want this. So Miss Kelly's Craft just spent about $250 on stamp supplies. You know what? I just bought a bunch of stuff too. Yeah. But it's a kind of, my thing is, I spent more on tools, I think, this time. And those hopefully will be in, I'm hoping they'll be in the next week, but I'll never know. So Linda apparently is our expert when it comes to using markers on stamps. Plus with the water-based ones, if you take a while to color, can spritz with water to refresh the inks. Absolutely. And now Ruth and Susan want to know what Kelly got. Oh, that's cute, Bethany. And then Kelly says something about it's only because I remember what today is. And Ruth says, crafty minds want to know. You can post a picture of your crafty stash in the Discord if you want. I think those turned out pretty good. Let's do... I think I'm actually going to just do the one card. This is going to be an easy thing to do on these. So I can already tell these are pretty easy, right? So next I'm going to go ahead and die cut them out, and then we'll see what we want to do with them. Kapow! And yes, put your stamps away so you don't lose them. And I'm missing one. Oh, that's because it's over there. Okay. Not missing one. And I'm trying not to touch it on here because what I've noticed is that the sticky grid can sometimes pull off the design from on the front. And I'd rather it not do that so I know what I'm supposed to have in there and what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so these are good. You don't know what to do with yourself while you craft, hon? What? I don't understand. Today, while I was crafting and recording a video, I was watching a video about how to edit the video. I actually did some hand fussy cutting, and that's what I was doing. Oh, no more junk food. Oh, Bethany. Well, I'm trying not to do the junk food thing. My husband is a bad influence because he always has to have brownies. I have started trying to eat only when I'm hungry, though, and it's helping, and I have been going for a walk every day. I've missed 2 days over the last 3 weeks, I think. So today I did another mile, which is good. Okay, we're going to die cut these out, and we're going to put them on a card, and yeah, because it's already after 6, and we still have to do the stream showcase. I know, brownies. I love brownies. Ooh, I could use... Got an idea for the background too because embossing folders, and this is one I like, this one. But I could also use Simon's handwritten stamp for the background. I might do that. Okay, I've got too much stuff stacked up so I can't open my drawer. It's because I'm not putting things back where they belong. Okay. What was that? What was that? Somebody just followed. Thank you. I have to make that screen bigger because I can't see. So now I have to look over there. Texas Joker. Hey, Texas. How are you doing, hon? Thank you for the follow. Okay, we are going to die cut these little guys out. Okay, now I have to go back and look and see what she got because, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. What's in those brownies? Lots of chocolate. So Kelly got the Caribbean Dreams Altenew die and stencil, Basic Sentiments, Pink Fresh Studio stamp and die set, Sippin' Summer stamp, Trinity tumbler, the Greenery 8 Distress Oxides. Good grief. Wow. You got a bunch of new stuff to play. And Kelly will be doing an unboxing. Fabulous. So I'm going to use my magnetic magic mat. This is the one that has the magnet on there, and that's so that I can get this lined up and it's going to stay pretty much in place. But I have to turn it the right way for it to do that. Okay. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Is it that one or is it this one? Okay, that's the right one. Yay. And then that's the right one. And I like using the magnetic magic mat since they came out with it. I like using that for doing stamped images because I have it's less likely that I'm going to shift things and not cut them out right. This one I'm going to add a little bit of green to because the stem needs some green. But other than that, we're good. I forgot my own birthday. Oh my God. When was your birthday, Kelly? One thing you do have to be careful of, though, is when you're putting your plate on top, don't shift your stuff around, you know? Okay, here we go. And just crank that on through. Jean's leaving. I didn't even say hello to her. Hello and goodbye, Jean. I'm sorry. I didn't catch you in here. The chat went by so fast. Someone dropped chocolate cake off with dinner, but technically it's your... Okay, so Jean has to go to work. That's why she's leaving. Okay. Oh no, Ruth's put something in the clip. Ruth has a habit of actually doing like screenshots from her computer while she's watching it. So she's put clips in there not using the YouTube or Twitch clip thing, okay? So there are other ways that you can do it. Okay, so now we have 3 pretty flowers. Let me grab that stamp. Let me grab out my Simon Hurley stamps. Yeah, I have a bin. I have a bin that is basically just the cling stamps, just the big ones. I do have some of the others, like, okay, here's the silly goose that I used a couple of days ago. And I still need to play with this. I have not played with this one yet. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking of using that. Got confetti. Don't really want to use the confetti. Got the watercolor background. Let's make a few different ones. We'll do those 3. And then we can pick which one we want to put the little flowers on. Because you saw those were not that difficult to do. And the only coloring that I actually need to do is on the little stem. That's vellum. Let me put that back where it belongs because it was in the wrong spot. Okay, I am gonna get out my Altenew mat. I've got actually a couple of different sticky mats. Okay, thank you so much, Texas. Says that he wanted to stop by and quickly say hello and drop a follow. So thank you so much. Okay, so deciding on color. Because we could just go with orange. Kind of thinking pink. Okay, so I missed it. I'm sure that Kelly said when her birthday, it was on the night. Kelly's birthday is on July 19th. What? Okay, I'm confused now. Unless that is Ruth's birthday. I'm scrolling up on one of the things, but the one that I can put it up on the screen, it doesn't show it anymore. Kelly, somebody tell me in the chat when Kelly's birthday was. Yeah, I think I want to do this one. And let's go with, could go with blue. Would blue be good with this? So you guys tell me colors. What color do you think? To go with the orange. So I don't know that purple's going to go. See, whenever Mary says purple, I don't think that it's because she thinks it's the best color for this project. I think it's because she just likes that color. So Kelly's birthday is today. Okay, happy birthday, Miss Kelly. I think I need to, oh, don't tell me I did it again. Do not do this, guys. Do not put your cling stamp down on one of your sticky mats because it will pull the text up. I did this with my other one of this one where I just put it down and didn't even think about it. So yeah, do not put it with this part. Yeah. Okay, Kelly says blue. We're going to go with blue. I'm going to go with Remember Me. Put it over here so I don't accidentally. And in case you're wondering, I did not damage this. I did not cut it in half. This is one that last year, I think it was last year, Simon Hurley was doing a class where he used these. And what did he do? He didn't have enough of that stamp. So instead of giving us all full stamps, he gave us a half of one. So you can cut these things if you want. They will still work fine. And when it comes to text and things, this is basically one that's going to be for a background. So you won't necessarily be using the entire thing on your project, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to do it on about half of it anyway. And this is just a little, this is actually just a board eraser. So use whatever you want to do your stamping. Lovely. Love this. By the way, this is one of my favorite stamps. I just don't use it often enough. Yeah, well, I'm not going to cut my other one. I have a second one. So I'm lucky on that. Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty. I need to color that in. You were going to holler at me? You forgot that I got this from Simon? I got it from Simon. It's not, yeah. So just adding a little bit of green for the leaf. And because I like a little bit of extra, I'm going to add a little bit more green just to add a little bit of shadow. Okay, so now I'm kind of just leaning towards doing it by itself, but I do have there are other things in here. There are other leaves in this set. And do that one. Okay, Miss Sue has to go back to work to pick up her son, from work. If I'm still around when she gets back, she'll see me. Yay. Well, we'll be here for another 30 minutes or so, but you can always catch the replay. I don't take those down. I kind of want the green to show. Okay, I keep trying to layer them, trying to make a little cluster, and I keep coming back to the single bud. I like this by itself. So that's what I'm going to do. Before I do this, I'm going to do another stamping. Where did I put the thing? That's where I put the thing. So I've got a sentiment that says sending smiles. And I'm going to put that down on, this time I do want to use my embossing tool. I'm going to use that same black ink. Where did I put my embossing buddy? There we go. I actually put it away. Thank you, Susan. Susan says my antics live forever on my YouTube channel. Yeah, on Twitch, they're there for the 14 days that Twitch allows. I do not delete them, but they do get taken down by them because they can only store so much. And there's a lot of live. There's a lot of live video over there. So it kind of makes sense. All the food talk, now I need to find some and close the door. Crew keeps leaving it open and it's kind of cold. Yeah, because she's on a boat in Alaska. Okay, so that is nice and bold. We're going to go ahead and heat emboss this one, just like we did the other, which is why I did the powder over the whole thing, just in case some of that blue was still damp. I mean, it would still look okay, but it would be shiny where I'm not really expecting shiny. Okay, there we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely. And now I'm going to trim that one down. I just need to clean my stamp again. Oh, Elizabeth, you were saying that you wanted to take a look and see how to do it. So I've got another video on YouTube somewhere from like 2021, I think, where I did a rocker card. But I've also got last Thursday's Twitch Live. You can check that one out if you want to see the card that I just made. Just to get an idea of how I did it anyway. And you really just need a circle. Basically, you just need a circle die. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to start with the bottom. And it's kind of where I can have more of it cut off of this side than the other because I don't want to get too close to that sentiment. And then once I do that, I can decide where I want it. I'm just trimming a little bit off. And then I'm going to trim this one down further than I normally do. Normally, I just cut off a 1/4 inch total. This time I'm going to cut a half off. So this is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. So that, I'm sorry, it's going to be, yeah, 5 by 3 3/4. I had to remember. I don't want to cut that much off that side. I'll cut more off of that side. What am I doing? I don't want to get rid of all of my pretty text. There we go. So it's basically going to leave a 1/4 inch gap all the way around. That's it. That's the card. So now I just need to decide, do I want to put this on a blue background or a white background? I do not have an orange. So you guys will have to let me know. Do we want it to be on white? Or do we want it to be on blue? Ooh. I think it looks better on blue. Yeah, that is really pretty. So what time is it, Miss Mary? It is time for some foam because foam is life. So we're going to put some foam on the back. Hey, Miss Wells. How you doing, Miss Susan? And thank you for popping in, Miss Christina, and saying hello. Okay, it is 6:27. This is almost done. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do now is we're going to do the stream showcase so that I don't forget to do it, because that has happened before. Yeah. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up and let you guys start looking at the first cards. But I do have Happy Mail that I've had sitting here, and I think the sender is possibly in the chat. So I'm going to double check that first. But first, I'm going to let you see this pretty card in our stream showcase. So this is one of the ones from Miss Kelly's Craft. Oh, no, she's not in here. Is Heather in the house? I may still have to keep this another week. Kitty isn't working. What? Meow? I'll have to go back and check all the things, guys. I did turn off a bunch of stuff for... oh, it's not working over there. Let me change this around. What's the scene name? It's supposed to be not that one. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. Okay. I was fixing it on the vertical because things are not working, and I don't know why. I don't think there was an update that I wasn't familiar with, but that's okay. But yeah, this one is made by Kelly's Craft, and if Miss Heather is in the house, I would love for her to say hello so that I can share her Happy Mail. If she's not here, I will wait. So that one is the first card that she did. Of course, Kelly did a bunch of them. This first one is with a whale. I think this kind of looks like Hero Arts. So this might be a Hero Arts stamp. I'm not sure. They have a lot. There's several companies that have got some really nice layering stamps. Next, we have this one that is So Delighted to Have You as a Friend. I don't know which company. This one's not the Catherine Pooler one, I don't think. But Catherine Pooler has a set that's similar. But I think it has different sentiments. The bottles are a little bit different too. And then we have Sending You Peace. She is all ready for summer. Have you noticed this? She is all ready for summer. That one was MFT. Okay, thank you so much. So Sending a Little Piece of Paradise. Cute little girl that is playing with a crab. And this, of course, I recognize. This one is from the Bougie Birthday Collection from Spellbinders. And love the chocolate drips on the cake. Makes me hungry. We've got Woof, Dogs Make Life Sweeter. Oh gosh, I found a doggy today. It didn't have a tag on. It's when I was out on a walk. There was this cute little puppy, little ragamuffin, long haired, needed a haircut. So adorable, but yeah. Life is what you bake it. And then some pretty sympathy cards. I suck at making sympathy cards. I know, right, Mary? Welcome in, by the way. And here's some more for food. Enjoy the sweet life. Yum, yum. And we have pancakes. Is this one Not Too Shabby? I know Not Too Shabby had some pancakes. Okay, so those are from Miss Kelly. And then we have from Ms. Ruth. She finished up this one. Here was what my challenge was last week. It was for people to do the blackout technique with embossing folder. Ms. Ruth did it. But I don't think anybody else did yet. So yeah, she made a birthday card using that. And this is I think is a Simon Hurley and Spellbinders embossing folder. It looks a lot like the Simon Hurley one that I did. Oh, that was a coloring page. Cool. And then here's the inside. So it was a happy birthday to her friend Carrie. And then this one is a fun fold. So we've got a unicorn that is hiding in the back. So you open it up and there's the unicorn. So pretty. Great way to use your pattern papers. Okay, do we have anybody else? Ooh, Miss Linda Gorman posted. Okay, so she says this is her craft roulette card. I didn't do it this week again. Ruth says, I should get a Debbie card for doing the challenge. And here we have this one. It looks like, is this alcohol ink or is this a pattern? Is this a, my brain just stopped. Did you make the alcohol ink background or was this done, was this pattern paper? So very curious about that. Yeah, I know my face isn't on screen because I have it covered. Anyhow, so this one is, I do know that this is a fun fold and it was supposed to be a card with 2 folds. And this one is an easel card. Very, very pretty though. Pattern paper. Great use of it. That is very pretty. Oh my goodness. So it's got a little book in it. That is cute. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is cute. Make a wish. It's just a number. Adorable. Love that, Linda. That is very ingenious. Okay, and then Ms. Adelaide did a craft roulette card as well. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Love all the butterflies. And then here are little Easter eggs where you can put something or use it as decoration, as decor. So yeah, these kind of look like little egg ornaments. That's cute. And then Kelly put down that she just got just got donuts. Yeah, those are Krispy Kreme. I used to, when I was in high school, we would sell the Krispy Kreme glazed donuts to make money to buy all the sets and costumes and stuff for my theater class. And then this one is from Miss Ann. So pretty, honey. I never do black and white. I never do that, but this looks fabulous. I'm going to have to do that sometime. Okay, so that's all of those. Thank you, guys. Okay, got that back up. All right. Okay, so I put some foam on the back of this, and we're going to put it down onto our card base. And then add that flower. And this one is pretty much a this is a clean and simple. This is one that would work really good to do some mass producing of. You can make a ton of these. Okay, and then we're going to put a little bit of foam on the back of the flower. Where did I put my foam? I think Mary stole it again. Yeah, I'm putting things away as I go because otherwise I keep on losing stuff. Thank you, Jenny. I lost my foam. It was right on my desk. Ah, I am so bad. Okay, I'm going to cut a little bit. Thank you for the foam is life, Miss Terry Cooper. I don't know if it popped up. I didn't see it. I need to add a sound to that so that I actually know when it's happening. Okay, that went a little bit over, so I'm going to trim it back a little bit. Okay, making sure I don't have any of the foam showing. Okay, I'm looking up into the camera right now. I'm going to look at the screen to see where to position that because when I look down, I'm not 100% sold on it. Hey, Race Cup, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Actually, I think now I've decided to add one of these other ones after all. that's because I'm going to have this one. I'm going to look up in the camera. Have that one here, and then I could have this one about there and flat. Have it tilted a little bit to the side, and then there we go. And I think we need some gems. Okay, so these are Fortune Teller from Trinity Stamps. I have no idea if they're still around. Trinity Stamps is, but I don't know if this one is. But I think that'll be kind of nice. You are a gem. Thank you. It's Mary who loves the purple. I know, right? True. I think I have the sound turned down a little bit so it's not bugging me as bad as it would have. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the giveaway, I think. So let me make sure that I did reset it from last week. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so if you want to get in on the giveaway to receive this card, type into the chat !join to get in on that. And it should work with all 3 platforms, okay? So regardless of where you are, you should be able to get in on the giveaway. Although I'm kind of leaning towards thinking that Kelly needs it. I think I need more glue down for that one. This one's a bigger one. Hey, S. Cooper, how you doing? Hey, Miss Lisa Acker. Who have I not seen? S. Cooper is a name that I haven't seen in here before. How did you find us? Welcome in. True Weaving wants it. Elizabeth even wants it. New to card making. Well, welcome in, Miss S. Hey, Miss Anita, welcome in, honey. Lynn says if I win, you can send it to Kelly. Aw, that is sweet, huh? Okay, so there's our card. I know, right? Well, that one, it's April. I can't do anything until April, hon. So, here's my plan for next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the first of the month. I don't think the frog is actually part of the new collection, so that doesn't roll out until the 10th. So when I get back from Creativation, I'll do a video, and that's possibly the one we're going to be doing. Anyhow, but next Tuesday, Tuesday night, Elizabeth and I are going to be getting together. She's going to be coming on here, and we're going to be making some cards together. And I think we may make a rocker card, so that would be super fun. But since it's the first of the month, at noon, I'll do another live. So if you want to join me at noon on Tuesday of next week, on the first of the month, feel free to join us. I'll be looking at the brand new collections for the club kits, and playing with something. We will create a card from something. I haven't actually even started doing anything with this stuff, so I need to do rocking out to rocker cards. I think that's what I'm going to have as being the stream title, by the way. I was thinking something about rocking with Elizabeth or something like that. So I do need to do something like that. That would be so much fun. Well, my rocker card that I did on Thursday, you can still see that on Twitch. It'll be up for a couple of weeks because that's the way it works over on Twitch, was inspired because Ardith created a rocker card. And this was done before I actually watched her video. All I did is I watched her live stream. So most of the speakers, not all of the speakers, most of the speakers. Okay, we've got a Tangia dungeon being started by Miss Anne, busting up Miss Mary's pyramid that she was trying to start. So fun. Anyway, most of those live Q&As are still on Stamp Me Some Love's YouTube channel, and they are there forever, meaning you could go back and see all of the ones that I've done in the past because I've been in several of the summits. But those are there, and Ardith, hers was one of the first ones on Friday, I think it was. Thursday. No, first one's on Thursday. Fabulous. Okay. True, oh, thank you, honey. I was going to tell you that you had 2 J's in join. And somebody type into the chat, ! Dad joke. It's not going to show as well, though, I don't think. I have a feeling that it's not going to show because it's going to go behind here. But it will show in the chat. So do I need to just type that in? I think I will. Dad joke. Okay. True did it. And now I'm waiting for it to do its thing. I hope we didn't break it. We got 2 of them. Okay, over on Twitch, True, it's actually one of the channel point rewards. So, first one was, what do you call a folded piece of cardstock? What? This does not make any sense. What do you call a folded piece of cardstock? A creased lightning. Okay. And then, why did the tomato blush? Because it saw the salad dressing. I'm actually going to blame this on a couple of people. Number 1, Ruth. I'm blaming it on you. I'm blaming it on Ruth. How do you tell a joke about pizza? It's all about the delivery. So first is Ruth, who always wants to tell us dad jokes in the Twitch streams. And then I discovered somebody else did a dad joke thing. Truth's never heard that one before. Twitch hates you. Why does Twitch hate you? Do you not have any channel points left? Did you use them all? Anyway, someone in Country Guy's live stream told him how to add dad jokes in there, and I didn't even think about it as being a thing. But yeah, so I had to do it. And for mine, I decided I was going to have the banner go across, but of course our drawing is taking up that space, so it's going to be behind it. Okay, anybody else want in on the giveaway for this card? Because we're going to go ahead and do the drawing, and yeah. And I still have to work on editing a video. I really want to play Fortnite, but I'm probably not. I don't think I'm gonna. I want to, but I can't. I have to get this video edited. But if I get done in time, then you guys will have the video for tomorrow. And you love dad jokes. I roll my eyes at Todd tells them all the time. So here's something that I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about either doing as recorded or have him sitting here telling you guys a dad joke. Just because, yeah, I think it would be fun. Okay, so Anne's trying to redeem the zombie and nothing's happening. I must have something. I probably turned it off because of the live last week. I am so sorry. Let me see if I can go ahead and turn it on. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the zombie because I have a button for that. I just have to find my Halloween buttons. There we go. And it's not showing on vertical. Sorry, guys. It's again where I still have to do a lot of work on the vertical side. Debbie, Mary's Craft Roulette in Review reads out one dad joke per episode. Well, I noticed that Gina K had Tom do a dad joke. No, I'm sorry, he didn't do a dad joke. He had the word of the day. But anyway, Bethany, your YouTube crashed. Did you get in on the giveaway? Exclamation point join. I'm going to give you guys a few more seconds to get in on the giveaway before we do the drawing. I'm actually finishing up on time, and then I can hopefully get this video edited, but I've got such a mess on my desk now. It's like, yeah. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to be putting things away. And for Tuesday night, since me and Elizabeth are going to be making rocker cards, I'm going to recommend that you guys find your circle dies. You're going to want a circle die that is about A2 size, okay? So try to make it about 4 1/4 across diameter. Yeah, diameter. Diameter's around. No, circumference is around, diameter's across. So try to make it about 4 1/4 across, because we're going to be making a rocker card, and that's basically all that you need. You can use whatever supplies you have in your stash, and I'm sure that Elizabeth is going to be making something cool. I would not doubt if it had anything to do with Simon Hurley, but that'll be fun. And I may call it Inspired by Ardith, because Ardith is the one that is inspiring me to do this type of a card. Okay. Thank you, Miss Terry Cooper. She wants me to check the buttons like Kitty, etc. for Twitch. Absolutely. Kelly still needs to do the confetti launcher. Yeah. I'm going to have to do another one. Somebody cue the confetti. I did see on somebody else's stream yesterday a really nice confetti effect, and I kind of sort of want to steal it. So I don't see anybody pushed the button or did the thing for the confetti, but I'm happy it happened. I would think you'd want it to be 5 1/2 side. Well, here's the thing. We want it to fit in an A2 size envelope. So in order to make it fit into an A2 size envelope, it needs to be no more than 4 1/4. Okay? Oh, Mary pushed a button. So yeah, you'll want it to be, I'd say 4 1/4. If you want to make sure that it'll fit into an A2 size envelope. Because if you make it this big, it may not, right? And I have a tendency, on the one that I did, I actually did, I did mine different than what Ardith did. So you can use whatever size circle you want to do the rocker part, but I used another circle die to do basically the whole front. So that's kind of how I did that one. Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw. Is everybody ready? Y'all ready? Let's see who's going to win. Is it going to be Kelly? I'm kind of hoping it's going to be Kelly. It's Miss Anita. Fabulous. So Anita, here is the giveaway form. I just put the link into the chat, and you can also find it in the video description. So fill out the form and I will mail this card off to you. Now I need to make something for Kelly. Not during the stream, but I do need to make a card for Kelly because she's wonderful. Anyhow, well, I'm going to call it. We've got 10 minutes. I don't think Dawn answered when someone asked if Dawn was going live tonight. So is Dawn going live tonight? Because we used to raid off to her. And while we're doing that, I'm going to also check on Twitch and see who is live now on Twitch for me to raid off over there. So, Dawn, are you going live on the YouTube tonight? I don't know if she's still in here. I don't see her name. She's not saying anything. But if you would like to see, if you would like to raid off with us on Twitch, go over to my Twitch channel because we will be raiding off over there. And it's twitch.tv/Debbie J's Crafting Corner. And down in the description right now is the link bio. If you click on there, there are links to everything. Okay, there are links to me everywhere. Todd is still out on his bike ride. It's still light out. Because of the time change, it's light out. So he usually comes to home when it's about to get dark. Okay, so the folks that I am following right now over on Twitch, we have, I'm sure that Ryan's still playing. Okay, so his stream is titled Sub Giveaways. So he's giving away subscriptions to his channel and adorkable shenanigans. So he's doing a just chatting. What's he doing just chatting for? Anyhow. But let me read off the other ones that are crafty related. The Traveling Tatter is tatting. Enchanted Luna is painting some not so angelic quotes. Vixen is doing some resin. Okay, and that's all of the ones that I am following that are doing crafty things tonight. So I'm thinking maybe the resin. I think you guys would enjoy that. So if you'd like to join us over on Twitch, let me put my link in there real quick. I don't know what's wrong with me, goodness. Copy and then paste that into the chat so that you guys that are on YouTube can head over to that channel and then you can raid off with us if you'd like. And Miss Anita, as soon as I get I'm going to take pictures and post it all over the place, which I've got other pictures I need to post too. Goodness. Anyway, I will be posting this on social media and everything, and this will be going out in the mail to you. Okay, I'm going to assume that we are good. If you guys are wanting to do that, we are fine with that. If not, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and raid off. Let me push the buttons on Twitch, and then I will say goodbye to the folks on YouTube. She does have some really pretty resin things on there too, by the way. So we'll raid off to her. So that is for everybody that is on Twitch. Okay, and then I will just say goodbye to you guys on YouTube. You guys have a wonderful night. Love y'all to death. And I will see you guys Thursday at noon on Twitch. We're going to do some more crafting, probably with some Simon Hurley stuff. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.